Hi, welcome back to Wild Caught Vintage. My name is Randy. I'm the owner of Rockabilly Raven Vintage, and here on my channel I show you all of the things that I find out in the wild that are vintage. Today we have a haul video, and in this haul video I went to a secondhand store and then a Goodwill, and there was a treasure trove at this one secondhand store. So I got two awesome bags full of vintage clothing, and I hit my camera. So let's get started. So first off, I'm going to try and get my bags to sit back where they need to be. So first off, the clothing that I found at this one secondhand store were solidly from the 1960s. And so if you're interested in the 1960s and clothing from that era, then this is going to be a video for you. I'm going to have all sorts of interesting pieces specific to 1960s resort wear and 60s Hawaiian tropical summer worthy pieces. So first off, I got just a little mini dress that has this fantastic print. I'm gonna move over so the light is a little better. Look at the colors on this. This piece has great colors and great texture to the fabric. It's a little hard to see because the print is busy, but it has moon glow loose side buttons, which are typical of the 1960s. They are a plastic resin-like button that are really shiny and luminescent. Here is your tag. So this was a fashion house that was making dresses in Honolulu, and this beautiful little piece is just a sleeveless little mini dress with unbelievable cotton fabric. It's so soft. It's a button front, so it goes all the way down. A really good indicator that you've got some quality to your vintage piece is the feel of the fabric. Does it feel plastic-like, or does it feel a little weightier, like it's got a little more quality to it? So really great piece. I just loved this print. So that was dress number one. Next, my daughter found this one on the rack, so mad kudos to her. I might cut a picture in of her holding up this dress when she found it. Alright, can you see it? Look at this 1960s, it's a maxi dress. Summer, here we come. Beautiful, beautiful maxi dress. So I may cut another picture in of this one up on a mannequin because I can't show you the whole thing in my small frame. But really fantastic piece. Another piece from a resort line in Hawaii. Really good tag. Adjustable straps. And again, fantastic cotton fabric. Has a fitted waist, pencil skirt, nice long line to it. It actually has a built-in bra, and has actually an acrylic zipper. It is plastic zipper. I point this out to you so that you are not deterred from a really good vintage piece just because it doesn't have a metal zipper. This piece is solidly from the early 1960s. The color and the vibrancy of some of the pattern and color let me know that it's from the 1960s. But the cut is still reminiscent of the late 1950s, especially with this top on it. Really good piece. So I think every single one of my 1960s dresses, except for one, were all $5 a piece. So $5. So here's another one that, again, these are all from the 1960s. My daughter found this one again. She was ahead of me. When you're walking and you're looking through a secondhand store or the racks at a thrift store, you know, you're kind of in a space, and I was in the one space looking at large dresses, and my daughter, who's a little bit more petite, was a little further down the way, and she's like flipping through the racks, and she's like, "What about this, Mom?" And I'm like, "Ooh!" And you know, a minute later she's like, "What about this one, Mom?" And I'm like, I taught you so well. So blessing there, because my kid has a good eye. Only in case it makes YouTube uncomfortable for me to talk about my kids. My daughter's 18 now. Ooh. So anyway, let's take a look at this dress. Oh, it's red and orange, Hawaiian, awesome. Alright, look, it's a maxi dress. I may have to cut pictures in through this whole video of dresses on mannequin forms because they're so long and they're so beautiful. I'm going to do another close-up because it's cotton fabric with beautiful weight to it. Very soft. This one is an empire waist, so you can see the differentiation in the fabric here that goes up to, looking at my monitor instead of looking at you guys, it goes up to a great V and just makes a long, slim line for your summer wear. I'm going to show you the back. Has a great little bow here on the zipper. Again, it has an acrylic zipper. Acrylic zippers became very popular in the 1960s. Something to know about acrylic zippers on vintage pieces is that there was an effort made for them to match. Notice that this matches. In more recent vintage or newer, more modern pieces, they don't make an effort on most pieces for the zipper to match. So again, do not be deterred just because you don't find a metal zipper. Acrylic zippers are still might have a vintage piece. This one has an awesome tag. I had to make sure you could see it. This one is from the Reef in Hawaii. I need to insert Beach Boys music into this video, I'm telling you. Oh, such a good print. I almost want to make pillows out of it. Oh, sacrilege. I know. I'm not going to. But my summer wardrobe, I'm telling you. Actually, most of these pieces are too small for me, so they're going to get dry cleaned and put in the store. But I get to share them with you. So, alright. I have... Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to save that piece for the last dress of this little haul. A really different, again, solidly 1960s, maybe even, yeah, still 60s, maxi, awesome fabric. It is a bark cloth cotton. Every single one of these dresses that I've showed you are a cotton. Fantastic color. Oh, when I moved it close, it messed up the coloring on it, but really beautiful. This one has a really nice round neckline, sort of a fitted waist, but it's got a big train in the back, and the skirt just goes for days and days and days. I gotta reach all the way back, kind of see the bottom. Absolutely beautiful. Again, We have an acrylic zipper, and then this one has an awesome tag. Yeah, a really great one. So this one's Island Casuals, and it's from Waikiki. Woo, so good. On all of these, I did, as I have mentioned in other videos, check under the arms, check for stains. Another good tip is check the hem of the dress. I cannot tell you how many times I have grabbed a dress when I was new at looking for vintage for myself and looking for vintage for you guys. When I have got a dress, I've gotten so excited about it, and the hem is completely fallen out of it. Luckily, I know how to fix that, but if you don't know how to rehem a dress, maybe don't get that piece, because it's a little bit of work, and in order to get it to lay right, you need to have pretty consistent stitching to get that back in. Don't let that deter you from learning how to do a hem, but I'm just saying, if that's not something you're interested in doing, maybe just don't grab that piece. So yes, absolutely great green and white Hawaiian dress. And oh, I was mistaken. I have another Hawaiian dress, kind of Hawaiian. Great, absolutely great. Cotton, 1960s dress. Look at this. Look at these. These beautiful, colorful print. Oh, right. Oh, it's just fantastic. And they even made sure that there's a tiny bit of a stripe in the fabric so it goes down. Oh, so good. This is an empire cut. This one is just a little midi. So this one just goes to your knee. Nice little slit front. Sleeveless, nice clean area underneath here, and good 1960s tag, says Liberty House, and also got a matching acrylic zipper. So this one has a nice darted bust, so it'll form and fit well, and a really good A-line skirt that's going to be very, very good for being slimming. It's got that nice curvature to the bust, slim waist, goes out over the hips. For those of us curvy girls, we like that sort of thing. So, there that is. Okay, so now I will show you. This is my, maybe not my Holy Grail or Easter egg piece, but it is pretty close. So I've mentioned this in a couple of videos, I think. I love scarves. I wear my hair covered in some form or fashion every single day of my life, and I love VERA Neumann. Oh yeah, that's where we're going, friends. I love VERA Neumann. If you don't know who VERA Neumann was, she was a fabric artist and a fabric designer, as well as a wonderful mid-century artist who was really active from basically the 1950s all the way through to the 1980s, 1990s. Her name was bought out and used, it was trademarked afterwards, I think I used that term right. But I found a dress of hers. She did fabric paintings, and which were turned into fabrics for clothing, and then did her own clothing lines, specifically most notably in the 60s and the 70s. And I found a 1960s dress. Okay, that was a lot of talking to get to this. So look at this beautiful thing. Here's our neckline. Here is our VERA Neumann apples and pears and all the colors. And comes all the way down. It's a little, sort of a midi. But my friends, this is what you need to look for. There it is. You can see it best. That is a very typical, I believe, late 1960s VERA signature, where the V is capitalized, the ladybug has gotten a little bit smaller, and her signature is prominent. I think in the 70s the ladybug went away, so you can date a piece of VERA from the signature and the style of the signature, as well as the tag. And on this tag, it has the copyright. It's 100% cotton. Again, got all the cotton pieces today. And her little ladybug is still on there. Has an acrylic zipper. The back print goes all the way around. I have never found a piece of VERA clothing in the wild. I find scarves, and I have an extensive collection. I have a hard time selling them. But I don't know if I've definitely never found a dress. I have a vague memory of finding a VERA Neumann blouse that was too small for me that I ended up selling. I think I have one previous to this, but I just have to show you again. It is just unbelievable. If you have ever seen one of my videos where I pan across, I made pillows out of VERA Neumann tablecloth fabric that was damaged beyond repair. So I am a pretty big collector of VERA Neumann. That video might not be out where I've shown that pillow before, but I am just so excited. I know you can tell. So I don't wear 1960s clothing ever. I really stick into the 1940s and 1950s inspired or authentic. So I don't know that I will keep this other than as a collector's piece. I'll probably sell it, but I had to share it with you. It was so good and is in perfect condition. There's no issues with it. And I feel pretty lucky to have found and hit myself in the face with my dress. Joe found a piece of VERA. I may cut in a little video that I took at the thrift store, at least a picture. My daughter, who was out picking with me, said that I absolutely should have filmed my reaction to finding it because she said it was pretty priceless. Luckily, it just didn't embarrass her. So, I think I'm going to just do these dresses for this first. It wasn't going to be a two-part haul, but I think I'm going to just do this as a two-part haul. So, just to recap. 1960s VERA Neumann mini dress. 1960s Liberty House, very Hawaiian mini dress. Fabulous green and white, I think it was Island Casuals maxi dress. Phenomenal red and orange 1960s reef Hawaiian dress. Very rockabilly, very pin-up, late 50s, early 60s Hawaiian built-in resort dress from Andre. I have no idea if I said that right. And then the last piece is a very Hawaiian style mini button front resort dress from Tori Richards. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dresses total. The VERA Neumann dress was half off. I got it for $2.50. I can't even. And there's still more pieces to come from this particular haul, but all of these pieces were in the same secondhand store on the same day in the same place. So don't ever be discouraged that you can never find vintage when you go out thrifting. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. It's a whole lot of picking and checking stores again and being consistent in your search. Know what you want to look for. These were all cotton dresses, which I'm always on the hunt for cotton dresses, especially in the summer because it's humid here in Northeast Ohio. But, make a list, see if you can acquire pieces and find them. If you have a really hard time finding items that are vintage out at the thrift store, don't make a list, just look. Sometimes it's unbelievable what you can find hidden, stashed in the racks of a secondhand store. So I hope this video has blessed you in some way. If you like this sort of content, please feel free to give a like, or if you are inclined, I'd love to see you again. Maybe give me a subscribe. I am looking forward to hearing ideas for videos and ideas of questions that I might be able to answer with my decade plus vintage clothing dealer experience. So if you have any of those, feel free to pop those down into the comments as well. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for a little bit of your time, and take care. Bye.